I have an update for you. I said that to my boss, and then silence. I didn't know what to say next.
Oh, John, that is so common. But today, we will help you master business English communication.
Really? Even starting a professional conversation or handling mistakes?
Yes, we will make it feel easy.
I feel better already.
Welcome to Fluent English Daily. I'm Emily.
And I am John. Let's dive in.
And I'm Emily. I am so happy to be here with you today, John.
Me too, Emily. I really need this lesson. My palms get sweaty every time I see my boss in the hallway. I feel like my English just disappears.
That is so normal. Many people feel that way. But good business English communication isn't about using big, difficult words. It is about being clear and polite.
Really? I thought I needed to sound like a dictionary.
No, not at all. In fact, simple is usually better. Let's start with how to begin a professional conversation. Imagine you see your boss, Sarah, in the break room. What do you usually say?
Usually, I just say hi and then I look at my shoes. It is very awkward.
I see. Well, a great way to start is to check if they have time. You can say, "Hi, Sarah, do you have a moment?" Or, "Hi, Sarah, is now a good time to chat?"
Do you have a moment? Oh, I like that. It sounds very respectful of her time.
Exactly. It shows you're professional. And if she says yes, you can move to our next point, workplace updates.
Ah, yes, giving updates. This is where I always get stuck. I usually just say, the project is okay, but that feels too short.
Right. You want to give a bit more detail without talking for an hour. Try using the phrase, "I wanted to give you a quick update on," and then name the project.
Okay, let me try. Hi, Sarah, do you have a moment? I wanted to give you a quick update on the marketing report.
Wow, John, that was perfect. It sounds so confident.
It did? It felt a bit better. But what if she asks me a question and I don't understand her? That is my biggest fear. I don't want to look like I'm not listening.
Oh, John, asking for clarification is actually a sign of a great worker. It shows you want to do the job correctly. If you don't understand, don't just say, "What?"
Yeah, what sounds a bit rude, doesn't it?
Just a little. Instead, try saying, "I'm sorry, could you explain that again?" Or, "Just to be sure I understand, you mean..."
Welcome to Fluent English Daily, the professional way to master the English.
Do you ever freeze when someone asks, "So tell me about your work"? It was okay? That is a hard moment.
Oh, I know that feeling. It is so stressful.
Right. But today, we will help you master your project presentation. You'll learn to explain your role and achievements simply.
Wow, I need this. Hi, everyone. I'm John.
And I'm Emily. Welcome to Fluent English Daily. Let's start. So, John, imagine you are in a meeting. Your boss looks at you and says, "Tell me about the new website project." What is the first thing you say?
Let me think. Maybe it was good? We finished it? Oh, Emily, that sounds so simple, right? Is that too simple?
Exactly. It is a bit too simple. In a project presentation, we want to show our value. We want to show what we actually did. We want to use our professional speaking skills to sound confident.
Right, I see. So I shouldn't just say it was okay. I need to explain the story of the work.
Yes, think of it like a story. Every story has a beginning, a middle, and an end. The first part of our story is our role and responsibilities.
Aha, so I need to say what my job was. For example, if I was the one writing the emails, I should say that?
Yes, but we can make it sound even better. Instead of just saying, I wrote emails, you can say, I was responsible for communication with the clients. It sounds more professional, doesn't it?
Oh, responsible for. That is a great phrase. It makes me sound like I had an important job. Let me try another one. If I was the person checking the budget, I could say, my role was to manage the project costs.
Exactly, John. That is perfect business communication. You are showing that you had a clear duty. It helps the listener understand exactly what you did every day.
Nods. Okay, I like that. So we start with our role, but what comes next? Just the good things?
Not yet. Every good story needs a little bit of trouble. In a project presentation, we talk about the challenges. We call this problem solving.
Oh, but Emily, is it okay to talk about problems? I don't want my boss to think I failed or that the project was bad.
That is a common fear, John, but actually, talking about a problem is very good. It shows you are honest and that you can fix things.
I see. So I should say what was difficult.
Yes, you can start with the challenge was, or we had a small problem with. For example, maybe the project was taking too long. You can say, the challenge was the tight deadline.
Aha, the tight deadline. That sounds very professional. So if we didn't have enough money, I could say the challenge was the limited budget.
Exactly. You are getting very good at this. But remember, don't stop there. After you say the problem, you must explain the solution. That is the problem solving part.
Right. So I say the problem and then I say how I fixed it. Let me try. The challenge was the tight deadline, so I organized extra meetings to work faster.
Wow, John, that was great. You showed that you saw a problem and you took action. That is exactly what people want to hear in a project presentation.
Thanks. It feels better to talk about problems when I have a solution ready. It makes me feel, I don't know, useful.
Because you are useful. And now we reach the best part of the story, the results. We call these our project achievements.
Oh, I like this part. This is where I say, we finished, right?
Yes, but let's make it more specific. Use numbers if you can. Numbers are like magic in business communication.
Numbers? Like how many people or how much money?
Exactly. Instead of saying, many people liked the website, you can say, the website had 500 new visitors in the first week, or we finished the project 2 days early.
Oh, I see. Numbers make it real. It's not just a feeling, it's a fact. So for my project, I could say we reduced the costs by 10%.
That is a perfect example of project achievements. It sounds very impressive. It shows that your work really helped the company.
So I talk about my role, then the problem and the solution, and finally the result. It really is a story.
It is. And when you speak like this, you are using professional speaking skills. You are not just talking, you are presenting your value.
I have a question, Emily. What if I worked in a team? I don't want to say I all the time. Is that okay?
That is a very good question, John. Nods. In a team, you can use we. For example, we achieved our goals. But it is also important to show your own role and responsibilities. You can say, as a team, we finished the project, and my specific task was to design the layout.
Aha! So I can be a team player, but also show my own work. I like that balance. It feels more honest.
It is. It shows you respect your team, but you also know your own worth. John, do you want to try to put it all together? Just a short version?
Okay, let me try. Okay. Last month, I worked on the customer service project. My role was to improve the way we answer phone calls. The challenge was that we had too many calls and not enough staff. To solve this, I created a new schedule for the team. The result was that we answered 20% more calls than last month.
Wow, John, that was amazing. You used every part we talked about. You sounded so professional.
Really? It didn't feel too hard when I followed the steps. Role, problem, solution, result. It's like a map.
It is a map, and the more you practice this map, the easier business communication becomes. You don't have to be afraid of that question anymore.
You're right. I feel much safer now. Before, I just felt messy. Now I have a structure. I wonder if this works for small things too, like just a small task.
Yes, absolutely. Even for a small task, you can say, "My task was to organize the files. The problem was they were very old. I spent 2 hours sorting them, and now everything is easy to find."
I see. It works for everything. I'm going to practice this even when I'm just talking about cleaning my house.
Why not? Practice makes perfect. The goal is to make professional speaking feel natural, like a normal conversation.
That is a good point. It shouldn't sound like I'm reading from a book.
Exactly. Keep your words simple. Use words you know. A2 and B1 English is perfect for the office because it's clear. Everyone can understand you.
That makes me feel better. I used to think I needed very big, difficult words to sound smart.
No, not at all. Being clear is being smart. If people understand you, they can help you or celebrate with you.
I like that. Being clear is being smart. I will remember that. So, Emily, what should we do if we're really nervous before the project presentation?
Oh, that happens to everyone. My best tip is to take a deep breath and remember your map, your role, your challenge, and your success. You know your work better than anyone else. You are the expert of your own story.
The expert of my own story. I like that. It gives me a bit more confidence.
Good. You should feel confident. You do great work, John. Now, everyone listening, think about a project you did recently. It doesn't have to be big. Just think about those 3 parts. What was your role? What was a challenge? And what was the result?
Yes, try to write it down. Just 3 sentences. It's a great way to practice your business communication skills at home.
Exactly. And next, we're going to look at some specific phrases you can use to make these transitions even smoother. We'll talk about how to move from the problem to the solution without losing your flow.
Oh, I need those. I sometimes get stuck between the sentences.
Don't worry, we'll help you with that. Let's keep going and look at those useful phrases. Exactly. It is a bit too simple. In a project presentation, we want to show our value. We want to show what we actually did. We want to use our professional speaking skills to sound confident. Do you see what I mean, John?
I think so. You mean I should not just say I worked on it, but I should explain my job inside the project? Aha, like my specific part.
Yes, exactly. That is our first big expression for today. Let's look at role and responsibilities. It sounds a bit long, doesn't it?
Oh, it really does. It sounds like a big title on a paper. Role and responsibilities. Let's break it down. Emily, what does role mean here? Is it like an actor in a movie?
That is a great way to think about it, John. Yes, in a movie, an actor has a role. In a project, you have a role too. It is your position. For example, were you the leader? Were you the designer? Were you the person who checked for mistakes? That is your role. Your role is who you are in the team.
Oh, I see. So if I'm the person who writes the code for a website, my role is developer, right?
Exactly. And then we have responsibilities. These are the specific tasks you must do. If your role is developer, your responsibilities might be writing the code, testing the buttons, and fixing the colors. It is the list of things that depend on you.
I see. So when I give a project presentation, I can say my role was the project coordinator, and my responsibilities included talking to the clients. Does that sound okay?
That sounds perfect. It's very clear. It helps the other person understand exactly why you are important. It's much better than just saying, I was there.
Yes, I was there is not very helpful. Okay, so role and responsibilities is about what I did and who I was. What's next, Emily? I want to learn more.
Well, every project has some trouble, right? Nothing is ever perfect. So we need to talk about problem solving. This is our second expression.
Ugh, tell me about it. In my last project, the computer system crashed 3 times in 1 week. That was a big problem.
Oh no, 3 times? That sounds very stressful. But that is a perfect example for problem solving. In a business environment, people love to hear how you fix things. They don't just want to hear about the bad things, they want to hear how you made them good again.
So, problem solving is the act of finding an answer to a difficulty.
Exactly. It's a process. First, you see the problem, then you think of a solution, finally, you fix it. When you speak professionally, you can say, we faced a challenge with the server, but my problem-solving approach helped us fix it in 2 hours.
I like that. It makes me sound like a hero. Like, don't worry, I can fix it.
You are a hero, John. Every time you solve a problem at work, you are helping the whole team. It shows you are proactive. That means you don't wait for someone else to do it, you do it yourself.
I see. So, we've talked about my role and how I fix things, but what about the end of the project? My boss always asks, so, John, was it successful?
That's the perfect time for our third expression, project achievements.
Achievements. That word is a bit hard to say. Achievements. Does it mean the good things that happened?
Yes, exactly. Project achievements are the successes. It's what you finished or what you won. Maybe you saved the company money. Maybe you finished the project 2 weeks early. Or maybe you got 100 new customers. Those are all achievements.
Aha! So instead of saying, we finished the website, I can say, one of our main project achievements was launching the website on time with no errors.
Wow, John, you are getting really good at this. Yes, that's exactly it. Using the word achievements makes it sound more important. It shows you're proud of your work. And you should be proud.
Thank you, Emily. It feels good to use these words. They make me feel more hesitant. What's the word? Professional?
Exactly. Professional speaking is about choosing the right words to show you are serious and capable. It's not about using big, difficult words. It's about using clear words like role, problem solving, and achievements to tell your story.
I see. So, business communication isn't just about talking, it's about communicating my value clearly.
That is so true, John. You said it perfectly. Business communication is about sharing information in a way that helps everyone understand the goals and the results. When you use these terms in your project presentation, you help your boss and your team feel safe. They know the project was in good hands because you can explain it so well.
I never thought about it that way. If I speak clearly, my boss feels safe. That's a very nice thought. It makes me feel less nervous about my next meeting.
I'm so glad to hear that. Being nervous is normal, but having the right words is like having a map. It shows you where to go.
I definitely need a map. So we have role and responsibilities, problem solving, and project achievements. These are our 3 big tools for a great project presentation.
Yes, and don't forget the umbrella they all sit under, professional speaking and business communication. It's all about being clear, being honest, and showing your hard work.
I think I understand now. It's about the story of the project, who I was, what I fixed, and what we won at the end.
Exactly. It's a story where you are the main character who helps the team.
I like being the main character. This was very helpful, Emily. I feel much more ready to talk about my work now. These words aren't so scary anymore.
They aren't scary at all when you know what they mean. You did a great job today, John. To our listeners, why don't you try to think of your own role? What was your role in your last project? And what was one big achievement?
Oh, that's a great idea. Write it down or just say it out loud in your room. It really helps.
It really does. Practice makes us feel more comfortable. Well, we've learned the words, but how do we put them into a real talk? How do we start and how do we end?
Oh, right. We need a structure, like a house. You can't just have windows and doors, you need a frame.
Exactly, John. A house needs a frame. In our next part, we're going to look at exactly how to build that frame for your presentation. We'll look at how to organize these ideas so they flow like a natural conversation.
Wow, I can't wait. I want to build a very strong house for my next project talk.
We'll do it together. Don't go away, everyone. We'll be right back to show you how to put all these pieces together for your big moment. Yes, exactly. That is our first big expression, role and responsibilities.
Role and responsibilities. It sounds very important, Emily. It sounds like something a manager says.
You are right, John, but even if you are not a manager, you can use it. It is perfect for a project presentation. It tells everyone exactly what you did. Gently, do you want to practice with me?
Oh, yes. I want to sound like a pro. Let's do it.
Okay, we will do some shadowing. That means I will say a simple sentence and then you and our listeners at home will repeat it after me. We'll go slowly. Are you ready?
I am ready. I have my coffee and I'm listening carefully.
Perfect. Let's start with our role and responsibilities. Repeat after me. In this project, my role was the project coordinator.
In this project, my role was the project coordinator.
Very good. Let's try it one more time. Focus on the flow. In this project, my role was the project coordinator.
In this project, my role was the project coordinator.
Aha! That was much smoother. Now let's try another one. This is a very common sentence in business communication. I was responsible for managing the schedule.
I was responsible for managing the schedule.
Good. Let's do that one again, John. Think about the word responsible. It's a big word, but you can say it. I was responsible for managing the schedule.
I see. I was responsible for managing the schedule.
Excellent! Wow, you sound so professional already.
Really? I feel a bit more confident. It's nice to use these clear words. But Emily, what if things went wrong? Projects are not always easy.
That is a great point, John. In a project presentation, we must talk about problem solving. People want to know how you fixed things. Let's practice a sentence for that. Listen closely.
Okay, I'm listening.
We faced a challenge with the budget.
We faced a challenge with the budget.
Yes, a challenge is a nice professional word for a problem. Let's try it again. We faced a challenge with the budget.
We faced a challenge with the budget.
Perfect. Now, how did we fix it? Here's a sentence for the solution. I solved the problem by finding a new partner.
I solved the problem by finding a new partner.
Yes, exactly. You're showing your professional speaking skills. Let's do that one more time for our listeners. I solved the problem by finding a new partner.
I solved the problem by finding a new partner.
That sounds so strong, John. It shows you are a person who gets things done.
I like that feeling. It feels good to say I solved it.
It does. Now let's move to the best part of any project presentation, the project achievements. This is where you talk about the good results.
Oh, I love the good news part.
Me too. Let's practice this sentence. We completed the project on time.
We completed the project on time.
Good. And let's try one more about the results. Our team increased sales by 10%.
Our team increased sales by 10%.
Wow, John, your pronunciation is getting so clear. Let's try that one again. Our team increased sales by 10%.
Our team increased sales by 10%.
Perfect. You see, you're using simple words, but you sound very professional. That is the secret to business communication.
I see. I don't need very difficult words to sound smart. I just need the right words.
Exactly. Simple and clear is always better than long and confusing. Let's do one more shadowing sentence. This one is for the end of a presentation. I am very proud of our team's success.
I am very proud of our team's success.
One more time with a big smile in your voice. I am very proud of our team's success.
I am very proud of our team's success.
That was wonderful. How do you feel, John?
I feel great. I feel like I could walk into a meeting right now and tell everyone about my work.
That is the spirit. Remember, listeners, shadowing is like exercise for your mouth. The more you repeat these sentences, the more natural they will feel when you're at work.
That makes sense. It's like training for a sport. You have to practice the moves many times.
Exactly. And you did a great job today.
You know, Emily, I noticed something. When I say these sentences, I feel more calm, like I have a plan for my words.
That is the power of preparation. When you know your role and responsibilities and how to talk about project achievements, you don't have to worry about the grammar. You just speak.
Right, no more freezing and saying, it was, okay?
No more of that. Now, for everyone listening, we want you to try this at home. Take one of these sentences and say it out loud 3 times. Do it in front of a mirror. It really helps.
In front of a mirror? Really?
Yes, it helps you see your expression and feel more confident.
Okay, I will try that tonight. I will look at myself and say, I was responsible for the budget.
You will look very professional, John.
This was so helpful, Emily. Thank you for walking me through this. I feel much better about my next project presentation.
You are so welcome. You are doing a fantastic job. And listeners, keep practicing. Every little bit counts. Before we move on, I want you to think about a project you're working on right now. What was your role?
Oh, that's a good question. Think about it, everyone. What is your role?
We'll give you a moment to think. Okay, now that you have that in your mind, we're going to look at some more ways to make your presentation sound even better. We're going to talk about the small details that make a big difference in professional speaking.
I'm ready for more. What's next?
Well, we're going to look at how to connect these sentences together so they sound like a real story, because a good presentation is just a good story about your hard work.
I like that. A story about work. That sounds much less scary than a presentation.
It really is. So let's keep going and see how we can make your story shine.
You are doing so well, John. Practicing these phrases makes a big difference.
I hope so, Emily. It feels good to sound more professional.
It really does. Now it is time for our favorite part of the show. It is the question of the day.
Oh, I love this. I want to hear what our listeners think.
Me too. Our question today is all about your project presentation skills. Here it is. Think about a project you worked on recently. What was your main role and one thing you achieved?
That is a great question. It's like a small practice for a real meeting, right?
Exactly, John. It helps with your professional speaking. To help our listeners, let's give 5 simple example answers.
Great idea. I can help with that.
Perfect. Here's the first example. I worked on the company picnic project. My role and responsibilities were to find a good park and order the food. Everyone had a great time.
That sounds like a fun project. Here's number 2. I was on the team for the new customer app. My job was to test the buttons. We launched it on time, which was a great project achievement.
Very clear. Number 3. I worked on the monthly budget. My responsibility was to organize the costs. I saved the company 10% this month.
Wow, that is impressive. Number 4. I helped with the new staff training. My role was to explain the safety rules. Now everyone knows how to stay safe at work.
Excellent. And number 5. I worked on a social media project. I was responsible for posting photos. We got many more followers last week.
I love these examples. They show great business communication.
Now we want to hear from you. What about your work? Leave a comment and tell us about your project. It's your turn to practice.
We can't wait to read them.
Coming up next, we will talk about problem solving. We'll learn how to talk about challenges without sounding negative.
Oh, that sounds very useful.
So, think about a project you worked on recently. What was your part in it?
That is a great question to practice. Even if the project was small, your role was important.
Exactly, John. Remember, your project presentation is not just about facts. It is truly about your story. You did the hard work. Now you can talk about it with confidence.
That feels very safe and nice, Emily. Professional speaking does not have to be scary.
It doesn't. You are learning every day. We are so happy to be on this journey with you.
Me too. Thank you for listening today. We hope you feel a little more ready for your next meeting.
Yes, take a deep breath. You are doing a great job. Goodbye for now, everyone.
Goodbye. Congratulations on making it all the way through the lesson with Emily and John. If you found this video helpful, don't forget to hit the subscribe button right in the center of your screen so you never miss our next lesson. You can also check out more videos right over here on the left or right side. We've picked them just for you. Thanks for watching, and we'll see you in the next video. I have an update for you. I said that to my boss, and then silence. I didn't know what to say next.
Oh, John, that is so common. But today, we will help you master business English communication.
Really? Even starting a professional conversation or handling mistakes?
Yes, we will make it feel easy.
I feel better already.
Welcome to Fluent English Daily. I'm Emily.
And I am John. Let's dive in.
And I'm Emily. I am so happy to be here with you today, John.
Me too, Emily. I really need this lesson. My palms get sweaty every time I see my boss in the hallway. I feel like my English just disappears.
That is so normal. Many people feel that way. But good business English communication isn't about using big, difficult words. It is about being clear and polite.
Really? I thought I needed to sound like a dictionary.
No, not at all. In fact, simple is usually better. Let's start with how to begin a professional conversation. Imagine you see your boss, Sarah, in the break room. What do you usually say?
Usually, I just say hi and then I look at my shoes. It is very awkward.
I see. Well, a great way to start is to check if they have time. You can say, "Hi, Sarah, do you have a moment?" Or, "Hi, Sarah, is now a good time to chat?"
Do you have a moment? Oh, I like that. It sounds very respectful of her time.
Exactly. It shows you're professional. And if she says yes, you can move to our next point, workplace updates.
Ah, yes, giving updates. This is where I always get stuck. I usually just say, the project is okay, but that feels too short.
Right. You want to give a bit more detail without talking for an hour. Try using the phrase, "I wanted to give you a quick update on," and then name the project.
Okay, let me try. Hi, Sarah. Do you have a moment? I wanted to give you a quick update on the marketing report.
Wow, John, that was perfect. It sounds so confident.
It did? It felt a bit better. But what if she asks me a question and I don't understand her? That is my biggest fear. I don't want to look like I'm not listening.
Oh, John, asking for clarification is actually a sign of a great worker. It shows you want to do the job correctly. If you don't understand, don't just say, "What?"
Yeah, what sounds a bit rude, doesn't it?
Just a little. Instead, try saying, "I'm sorry, could you explain that again?" Or, "Just to be sure I understand, you mean we should finish this by Friday?"
Just to be sure I understand. I like that. It sounds like I am double checking, not like I am lost.
Exactly. It shows you're focused on the goal. Now, let's talk about something a bit harder. How do you feel about handling mistakes professionally?
Honestly, I want to run and hide. Last week, I sent an email to the wrong person. I was so embarrassed. I didn't say anything for 2 days.
Oh, I've been there. We all have. But the best thing to do is to speak up early. You can say, "I made a mistake on the email, and I'm very sorry. Here is how I'm fixing it."
So I should say sorry and also show a solution.
Yes, that is the secret. Bosses love solutions. If you say, "I made a mistake, but I have already called the client to fix it," they will trust you more, not less.
I made a mistake and here is how I'm fixing it. That feels very brave. I think I can try that next time.
I know you can. It's all about being honest. Now, what about the fun part? Sharing ideas. Do you ever have a great idea, but you're too scared to say it in a meeting?
All the time. I think, what if they think my idea is silly? Or what if my English isn't good enough to explain it?
Your ideas are valuable, John. When you want to share, you don't need to be aggressive. You can start with, "I had a thought about," or "What if we tried?"
I had a thought about the new website. That sounds very natural.
It is. Or you can say, "Could we try using more photos on the page?" It's a suggestion, so it feels less scary than a command.
Could we try? That is much easier. I always thought I had to say, we must do this, and that felt too strong for me.
No, in business English communication, being collaborative is key. Using "we" and "could" makes everyone feel like a team.
Wow, Emily, this is really helping. I feel like these small phrases are like tools in my pocket.
That's a great way to look at it. You don't need a whole toolbox yet, just a few good tools to start.
So if I see my boss tomorrow, I can say, "Good morning. Do you have a moment? I wanted to give you a quick update on my work. Also, I had a thought about the new project."
Look at you! You combined 3 of our points in one go. That was amazing.
I'm learning. But Emily, what if the boss is in a bad mood?
That happens too. If they look busy or stressed, you can just say, "I see you're busy. I'll send you an email instead." That is also very professional.
Aha! So I don't always have to talk. Sometimes an email is the professional choice.
Exactly. It's all about reading the situation.
This is making so much sense. I feel like I'm moving from just knowing words to actually having a conversation.
And that's the goal. You're doing so well, John. These habits will make you stand out at work. People will notice your clarity and your politeness.
I hope so. I really want to feel like I belong there in those meetings.
You do belong there. Every time you use these phrases, you're building a bridge between you and your colleagues.
Thanks, Emily. I feel a lot more calm now. I might even go talk to my boss this afternoon.
That's the spirit. Just remember to breathe and take it slow.
Right. Slow and clear.
Exactly. We've covered a lot today, from starting the chat to sharing your wonderful ideas. It's a lot to remember, but you can practice one thing at a time.
Yeah, maybe tomorrow I will just practice, "Do you have a moment?" and see how it goes.
That is a perfect plan. Don't try to be perfect all at once. Just try to be a little more clear than yesterday.
I can do that.
I know you can. And if you're listening at home, why not try one of these phrases today? Even just saying, I have an update, can change how you feel at work.
Definitely. It feels like a small win.
And small wins lead to big success. We're so proud of you for practicing with us today.
Yes, and don't forget to check our show notes for a list of these phrases so you can see them written down.
Great idea, John. If you enjoyed this, please share it with a friend who is also learning. It helps us so much.
And speaking of help, Emily, I have another question about what to do when the meeting actually starts.
Oh, that's a big topic. Let's talk about that in our next part, because meeting room English is like a whole different world. You know, John, before we dive into the details, I want us to look at some of the special phrases we just mentioned. I think of these as our tools. When you have the right tools in your bag, the job feels much easier, right?
Exactly. It is like trying to fix a car with your bare hands. It is impossible. But if you have a wrench, you feel like a pro. So, what is our first tool for better business English communication?
Our first big phrase is professional conversation. Now, John, when you hear the word professional, what do you think of?
I think of suits, ties, and very serious faces. I think of using long words that I can't even spell. It feels very heavy, Emily.
I understand. Many people feel that way. But a professional conversation is actually quite simple. It just means a talk that is helpful, polite, and focused on work. It is different from a casual chat with a friend at a party.
Aha! So at a party, I might say, hey, look at that crazy dog. But in a professional conversation, I would talk about my tasks.
Exactly. You are still being yourself, but you are focused. You use words like please, thank you, and could you. It's about respect. It doesn't mean you have to be a robot. You can still smile.
That is a relief. I can still be John, just polite John. I like that.
Yes, polite John is a great version of you. Now let's move to our second tool. This one is very important for your boss. It is workplace updates.
Oh, I know this one. This is when the boss asks, how's the project going? And I start to sweat because I don't know how to explain it in English.
Right. A workplace update is just a short report about what you are doing. You tell your boss 3 things: what you finished, what you are doing now, and if there are any problems.
Only 3 things? That sounds too easy.
It is. For example, you could say, I finished the email for the client. Now I am writing the report. I don't have any problems yet.
Wow, that is so clear. I finished, I am doing, I don't have problems. I can remember that. It makes the workplace updates feel like a small story.
Exactly. A story with a beginning, a middle, and an end. It helps your boss feel safe because they know exactly what is happening. They don't have to guess.
I see. When the boss doesn't know what I'm doing, they get worried. When they are worried, they ask more questions, and when they ask questions, I get nervous.
You got it. So giving clear updates actually makes your life quieter. Now let's talk about a scary one. Our third phrase is asking for clarification.
Oh boy, this is my biggest fear. This is when the boss says something fast, like blah blah blah, marketing synergy, blah blah, and I just nod my head like a toy dog. I say, yes, yes, but inside I'm thinking, I have no idea what he said.
We have all been there, John, truly. But asking for clarification is a superpower. It means asking a question to understand better. It's not a sign that you are bad at English. It's a sign that you are a careful worker.
Really? My boss won't think I'm, not smart?
Not at all. In fact, most bosses love it. It shows you want to do the job correctly. Instead of saying, what? Which can sound a bit rude, you can use a polite phrase.
Okay, give me a good one. What should I say?
You can say, could you please clarify the last part? Or, Just to make sure I understand, do you want me to call the client?
Just to make sure I understand, could you please clarify? Clarify. That's a nice word. It sounds like making something clear, like water.
Yes, that's exactly what it means. You are clearing the clouds so you can see the path. It's much better to ask for clarification now than to do the wrong work for 3 days, right?
Oh, definitely. I've done that before. I spent a whole day making a chart that nobody wanted because I didn't ask a question. That was a big mistake.
And that leads us perfectly to our fourth phrase, handling mistakes professionally. We're all human, John. We all make mistakes.
I make many. Sometimes I send the wrong file or I'm late for a meeting. I usually just want to hide under my desk when that happens.
Please don't hide. The desk is for working, not hiding. Handling mistakes professionally means 2 things, saying sorry simply and offering a solution.
A solution? So I don't just say, I'm sorry 100 times?
No, once is enough. If you say it too much, it feels uncomfortable. Instead, say, I'm sorry I sent the wrong file. I will send the correct one right now.
Aha, so I admit the mistake, and then I show how I will fix it. That makes me look like I'm in control, even if I made a boo-boo.
Exactly. It shows you are responsible. Bosses love responsibility. It builds trust. If you admit a small mistake, they'll trust you with big projects.
That makes a lot of sense. It's about building a bridge of trust.
What a beautiful way to say it, John. A bridge of trust. And the last piece of that bridge is sharing ideas.
Sharing ideas feels a bit bold. I feel like I should just listen and do what I'm told. I'm just an employee after all.
But your ideas are valuable. Sharing ideas means giving your opinion or a new suggestion to help the team. You don't have to shout it. You can start small.
How do I start without sounding like I'm the boss?
You can use soft openings. For example, I was thinking, or maybe we could try, this makes your idea sound like a suggestion, not a command.
I was thinking. I like that. It sounds like I'm inviting them to think with me.
Exactly. It's an invitation. When you share ideas, you show that you care about the company. You're not just a robot. You're a thinker.
Thinker. I like the sound of that. So we have professional conversation, workplace updates, asking for clarification, handling mistakes professionally, and sharing ideas. My bag of tools is getting heavy, Emily.
Don't worry, these tools are very light once you start using them. They actually make your workday feel lighter because you're not carrying all that worry and stress.
You're right. I already feel a bit taller. I feel like I could actually walk up to my boss and say more than just hello.
I'm so glad to hear that, John. You're doing great. Learning business English communication is a journey, and you're taking some very important first steps right now.
Thanks, Emily. I feel like I'm finally learning the secret code of the office. It's not about being perfect, it's about being clear.
That is the best lesson of all. It's about connection, not perfection.
Connection, not perfection. I'm going to write that down.
Good idea. And for everyone listening, why don't you try to use one of these phrases today? Maybe just one.
Yeah, tell us which one is your favorite. Do you like clarify as much as I do? Or maybe you're ready to give a great update?
We would love to hear from you. But don't go away. Now that we know our tools, we need to see how to actually use them in a real conversation.
Oh, like a real-life practice?
Yes. In our next part, we're going to look at exactly how to start that talk with your boss without feeling like you are about to jump out of a plane.
Good, because I don't have a parachute, Emily.
Don't worry, John. I've got you. Let's keep going.
Okay, John, now it is time for my favorite part of our lesson. Let's practice these skills together.
Oh, the shadowing part? I like this. It makes me feel like a singer repeating a melody. It helps me remember the words.
Yes, exactly. I will say a sentence using our keywords for good business English communication. Then I want you to say it back to me. And for everyone listening at home, please say it out loud with John.
Out loud, even if I'm on the bus?
Well, maybe just a quiet whisper if you are on the bus. But saying it out loud really helps your brain and your mouth work together. It builds that confidence we talked about. Are you ready?
I am ready. Let's do it.
Great. Let's start with how to begin a professional conversation. Imagine you see your boss and they look relaxed. I will say the phrase and then I will pause. John, that is your turn. Hi, do you have a moment to chat about the project?
Hi, do you have a moment to chat about the project?
That was good, John, but try to make it sound a bit more natural. Imagine you are smiling. Let's try again. Hi, do you have a moment to chat about the project?
Hi, do you have a moment to chat about the project?
Wow, much better. I can hear the smile in your voice. Now let's move to giving workplace updates. This is when you tell your boss what you are doing.
This is the part that makes me nervous. I always worry I'm talking too much.
Don't worry, keep it simple. Repeat after me. I wanted to give you a quick update on my progress.
I wanted to give you a quick update on my progress.
Exactly. Quick update is a great phrase because it tells your boss you won't take too much of their time. Let's try one more for updates. Everything is on track for the deadline.
Everything is on track for the deadline.
Perfect. But what if things are not on track, John? What if you are confused?
Oh, that happens a lot. I usually just stay silent because I don't want to look, well, not smart.
Oh, John, everyone gets confused. Asking for clarification is a sign of a good worker. It shows you want to do the job correctly. Let's practice a polite way to ask. Repeat after me. Could you please explain that last part again?
Could you please explain that last part again?
Yes, and try this one too. I want to make sure I understand. Do you mean we should start now?
I want to make sure I understand. Do you mean we should start now?
Excellent. You are doing so well. How are you feeling?
I actually feel a bit more relaxed. The words don't feel so heavy anymore.
I'm so happy to hear that. Now, let's talk about something difficult, handling mistakes professionally. We all make them. The best way to handle it is to be honest and clear.
Okay, let's try.
Repeat this. I'm sorry, I made a mistake on the report. I will fix it right away.
I'm sorry. I made a mistake on the report. I will fix it right away.
I see you took a deep breath there. That is good. It helps you stay calm. Let's try it one more time. Make it sound very responsible. I apologize for the error. I am working on the solution now.
I apologize for the error. I am working on the solution now.
Very professional, John. Truly, your boss will respect that honesty. Now for the last part. This is the fun part, sharing ideas.
Oh, I have so many ideas, but I never know how to bring them up without sounding like I'm bossing people around.
I understand. Using phrases like I was thinking or what if makes it sound like a suggestion, not an order. Let's practice. I have an idea for the new project. Can I share it with you?
I have an idea for the new project. Can I share it with you?
Aha! And here's another way. I was thinking we could try a new approach. What do you think?
I was thinking we could try a new approach. What do you think?
Look at you. You are a master of business English communication now.
Well, maybe not a master yet, but I feel like I have my tools now. I have my wrench.
Yes, you do. Remember, everyone listening, you can rewind this part of the podcast and practice with us as many times as you need. Repetition is your best friend when learning a language.
You know, Emily, it really helps to hear you say it first. It makes the sounds easier to follow.
That is the power of shadowing. It takes the pressure off. You don't have to think of the words, you just have to feel the rhythm.
I like that. The rhythm of the office.
Exactly. Now, before we move on, I want to ask our listeners a question. What is the hardest part for you? Is it sharing ideas or is it handling mistakes? Send us a message or leave a comment. We love hearing from you.
Yes, please. It makes me feel like I'm not the only one getting sweaty palms in the hallway.
You are definitely not alone, John. You are definitely not alone, John. We are all in this together. Now, we have practiced the words, but what about the body language? What about the unspoken parts of a conversation?
Oh, like eye contact and stuff?
Exactly. Even over a video call, your energy matters. In our next section, we are going to look at some real-life stories. We'll see how these phrases work when things get a little messy.
Oh, messy. I like stories. They make the lessons feel real.
Me too. So don't go anywhere. We are going to dive into some scenarios that will help you use these tools in the real world.
Exciting. Let's keep going.
You did so well with those phrases, John. I can tell you are feeling much more confident already. Practice makes everything feel more natural.
I really am. I feel like I have a map now. It is much less scary when you know the right path to take. Before, I was just lost in the woods.
Exactly. And that brings us to my favorite part of our show, the question of the day. I want to hear from you, our wonderful listeners, and from you too, John.
Oh, I am ready. I have my thinking cap on. What is the question for today, Emily?
My question is, what is the most difficult part of business English communication for you at work?
That is a big question. For me, it is definitely starting the conversation. My mind just goes blank. I just stand there and smile. It is so awkward.
I understand. Many people feel that way. To help our friends at home think about their own experience, I have 5 example answers. Let's read them together.
Okay, number 1. I find it hard to start a professional conversation when I see my boss in the hallway.
Right. Number 2, I struggle with giving clear workplace updates during morning meetings because I get nervous and speak too fast.
I have done that. Number 3, I feel shy about asking for clarification because I don't want my boss to think I'm not smart.
Oh, we must remember it is okay to ask. Number 4, I worry about handling mistakes professionally because I'm afraid of the consequences.
And number 5, I want to be better at sharing ideas during big team meetings so my voice is heard.
Those are all such great points. To everyone listening, please think about which one of these feels like your situation. Or maybe it's something different. We would love for you to think about your answer. Sharing your thoughts helps you grow.
Yes, please. It helps so much to know we're not alone.
It really does. Now, keep those answers in mind. Up next, we're going to look at a real-life story where we can use all these tools together in a real office.
Ooh, a real example. I can't wait to see how it works.
So, John, what is one small thing you will try at work this week?
I think I will try giving a simple update. I will just say, "Hi, I have a quick update for you." Small steps, right?
Yes, small steps are perfect. Today, we looked at business English communication. We talked about starting a professional conversation, giving workplace updates, and sharing ideas with confidence.
Aha, and we learned that asking for clarification or handling mistakes professionally isn't scary. It's just a normal part of the workday.
Exactly. You do not need to be perfect to be successful. You just need to be clear and kind.
I feel so much calmer now. Thank you, Emily.
You're very welcome. Thank you for listening to Fluent English Daily. Take a deep breath. You are doing great.
See you next time.
Goodbye, everyone.
Congratulations on making it all the way through the lesson with Emily and John. If you found this video helpful,
Don't forget to hit the subscribe button right in the center of your screen so you never miss our next lesson. You can also check out more videos right over here on the left or right side. We've picked them just for you. Thanks for watching, and we'll see you in the next video.
Welcome to Fluent English Daily, the professional way to master the English.
I work in an office. Does that sound too boring, Emily?
A little. Many people struggle to describe their work naturally.
Right. I never know what words to use.
Well, today is all about talking about your job in English. We'll help you explain your job responsibilities and achieve professional workplace communication.
Oh, wow. I really need this for my interview preparation.
You've got this. I'm Emily.
And I'm John. Welcome back.
You are saying, John, that you feel a bit nervous when you talk about your work.
Yes, exactly. I feel like I repeat the same 3 words every time. I say I work, I sit, I go home. It sounds so boring.
Oh, John, it is not boring. You just need a little bit more professional vocabulary to help you. When we are talking about your job in English, the first thing we should do is look at your job responsibilities.
Right, responsibilities. That is a big word. It means the things I must do every day, right?
Exactly. Instead of just saying, I work in an office, try saying, I am responsible for, and then add your tasks. For example, I am responsible for teaching and creating this podcast.
I see. So if I work with money, I can say, I am responsible for the company budget.
Wow, yes, that is perfect. That sounds very professional. It really helps with your workplace communication because people understand exactly what you do.
I like that. It makes me feel more confident. But what about my daily routine? I do many small things, not just one big thing.
That is a great point. Talking about your daily tasks is a big part of describing your job. You can use words like usually, every day, or often.
Okay, let me try. Every day, I check my emails, then I talk to my team, then I write reports.
That is a good start. To make it sound even better, you can use words like first, next, and finally. It helps the listener follow your story.
Oh, I see. First, I check my emails. Next, I attend a morning meeting. Finally, I finish my reports. How is that?
Excellent! It sounds organized. Using those small words makes your professional vocabulary grow, and it is very helpful for interview preparation too. Employers love to hear that you are organized.
I hope they do. But, Emily, what if someone asks about my company? My company is very big and we do many things. I never know how to explain the industry.
That can be tricky. You can say, I work in the industry. For example, I work in the tech industry, or I work in the finance industry.
Aha, so since my company builds houses, I can say I work in the construction industry.
Exactly, and you can add a little detail about the company. You could say, my company specializes in building energy-saving homes.
Specializes in. I like that phrase. It sounds very smart. My company specializes in large office buildings.
Wow, John, you are learning so fast. This is exactly what we mean by good workplace communication. You are giving clear information.
Thanks, Emily. But I have a question. What if I want to talk about things I'm proud of, my career achievements?
That is very important. When you talk about your career achievements, you should use the past tense for things you have finished. Use words like improved, created, or managed.
Let me think. Last year, I helped my team save a lot of time on a project. Can I say, I improved our project time?
Yes, or you could say, I helped the team become more efficient. Being efficient means doing things faster and better.
Efficient. Slowly, I helped my team become more efficient. That sounds like a great thing to say in an interview.
It really is. It shows you care about your work. And remember, it's not just about the good things. Sometimes people ask about challenges at work.
Oh no, I don't like talking about problems. It makes me feel like I'm a bad worker.
Not at all, John. Everyone has challenges. The secret is to talk about how you handle them. It shows you are a problem solver.
I see. One challenge I have is when we have too much work and not enough time. Tight deadlines, right?
Exactly. Tight deadlines. So how do you handle them?
Well, I stay calm, I make a list, I focus on the most important things first.
Perfect. You can say, when I face a tight deadline, I prioritize my tasks to stay productive.
Prioritize my tasks. Wow, Emily, these words are so useful. I feel much better about talking about my job in English now.
I am so happy to hear that, John. You see, it's not about using very difficult words, it's about using the right professional vocabulary in a natural way.
Right. It feels like a real conversation now, not just a list of words. I feel like I can actually speak confidently in my next meeting.
And you will. Just remember to keep it simple. If you forget a word, just use a simpler one. The goal is to be understood.
That is true. Sometimes I worry too much about being perfect, but I just need to be clear.
Exactly. Whether you're talking about your job responsibilities or your daily routine, clarity is the most important thing. You want the other person to feel comfortable talking to you.
I think I'm starting to enjoy this. Talking about work can actually be interesting.
It really can. Work is a big part of our lives. Sharing our experiences helps us connect with other people.
Aha, like when I tell you about my morning coffee at the office.
Yes, exactly. Even the small details like that make you sound more human and friendly. It's all part of natural workplace communication.
I will remember that. First, I drink coffee. Next, I am responsible for the budget.
There you go. That's a perfect summary. You are doing so well, John. I can see you're becoming more comfortable already.
I really am. I think I'm ready to talk about the next part of the workday. There's so much more to learn about how we interact with our colleagues.
Oh, I agree. Speaking with coworkers is a whole different skill. We should definitely talk about that soon.
I would love that. It's one thing to talk about my job, but talking to the people at my job is also very important.
You are so right, John. Let's look at how we can handle those social moments at work in the next part of our chat.
Don't worry, John. It's a long word, isn't it? Let's say it slowly together. Responsibilities.
Responsibilities. Wow, that is a mouthful. I feel like my tongue is doing a dance.
It really is, but it is such an important word when we are talking about your job in English. Think about it like this. Your responsibilities are the big things you are in charge of. It is not just one small task, like clicking a button. It is the whole reason you are at the office.
I see. So if my boss says, John, you are in charge of the morning reports, that is my responsibility?
Exactly. It is your duty. You can say, one of my main job responsibilities is managing reports. It sounds much more professional than saying, I do reports.
Oh, I see what you mean. It makes me sound like I know what I'm doing. I love that.
You do know what you are doing, John. You just need the right words to show it. When you use the word responsibilities, people understand that you have a role that matters. It's part of building good workplace communication.
Workplace communication. That's another one of those big phrases, right? Does that just mean talking to people at work?
In a way, yes, but it is a bit deeper. Workplace communication is how we share information at the office. It's not just talking, it's also listening, writing emails, and even the way we look at people when they speak.
Aha. So if I write an email to my team to tell them about a meeting, that is workplace communication?
Precisely. And when you do it well, everything runs smoothly. If you have good workplace communication, there are fewer mistakes. Everyone feels happy and safe because they know what is happening.
I think I need to practice that. Sometimes I just send a very short email because I'm afraid of making a mistake in English.
That is very common, John. Many people feel that way. But remember, being clear is more important than being perfect. If you can explain your job responsibilities clearly, you are already doing a great job with your workplace communication.
Hopi, that makes me feel a bit better. So we have responsibilities and communication. What else should I know to sound better when talking about my job in English?
Well, let's talk about something that makes people feel very proud: career achievements.
Achievements? Oh dear, that sounds like I need to win a gold medal or something. I haven't saved the world, Emily. I just work in an office.
Oh, John, you don't need a gold medal. Career achievements are just the good things you have done at work. It could be a project you finished on time or a problem you solved. Even something like, I helped my team learn a new software is an achievement.
Really? I always thought achievements had to be huge, like I made the company $1 million.
No, not at all. An achievement is any success you have. When you're talking about your career achievements, you are telling the story of how you helped. It shows that you are a hard worker. For example, did you ever find a way to do your work faster?
Well, last month I made a new folder system on the computer. Now it only takes us 5 minutes to find files instead of 20. Is that an achievement?
Yes, that is a perfect example. You could say, one of my career achievements was improving our filing system to save time.
Wow, improving our filing system. That sounds so fancy. I'm starting to like these words.
See, it's all about how you frame it, and knowing these words is very important for interview preparation.
Ah, yes, the interview. That's the scary part.
It doesn't have to be. Interview preparation is just about practicing how to talk about yourself. When you sit down in an interview, they will ask you about your job. If you have done your interview preparation, you will know exactly how to use your new professional vocabulary.
So I should practice saying my responsibilities and my achievements before I go to the interview.
Exactly. Think of it like a rehearsal for a play. You want to know your lines so you don't feel nervous. You can say, in my last role, my job responsibilities included, and then list your tasks. Then you can talk about your career achievements to show why you are the best person for the job.
I see. So interview preparation is not just about having the right answers. It's about feeling comfortable with the words.
Right, it's about confidence. When you know these words, responsibilities, workplace communication, achievements, you feel like a professional. And when you feel like a professional, other people see you as one too.
I like that. It's like wearing a nice suit, but for my voice.
What a wonderful way to put it, John. A suit for your voice. I love that.
Thanks, Emily. So we have these 4 ideas now. Responsibilities are my duties. Communication is how I talk and listen at work. Achievements are the good things I have done. And preparation is how I get ready for the big talk.
You got it. You are a fast learner, John.
I'm thinking about that filing system again. I never thought of it as an achievement before. I just thought I was being, well, annoyed that I couldn't find my files.
But that's how the best achievements start. You saw a problem and you fixed it. That is exactly what bosses want to hear. They want to hear how you use your skills to make things better.
I'm starting to feel much more excited about talking about my job in English. It feels less like a test and more like sharing my story.
That is the best way to think about it. It is your story, and every story is better when you have the right words to tell it.
Right. I think I need to write some of these down. I want to make sure I don't forget them when I'm actually in the office.
That is a great idea. Writing them down helps your brain remember. And don't worry if you forget a word sometimes. Just take a deep breath and try again.
Like you said, clear is better than perfect.
Exactly. You are doing so well. We have covered a lot of ground today, but we are just getting started. There is so much more to explore when it comes to feeling comfortable in the workplace.
I was thinking, what about when things go wrong? Like if I have a problem with a coworker, does workplace communication help with that too?
Oh, absolutely. In fact, that is when it's most important, but that might be a big topic for another time.
True, true. One step at a time, right?
Exactly, one step at a time. You already have a great foundation now. You know how to describe what you do, how you talk to others, and the great things you have done.
I feel much more prepared. Thanks for walking me through this, Emily. It makes the world of work feel a little smaller and a lot friendlier.
I am so glad, John. That is the whole goal. Now, why don't we look at some actual phrases you can use to put all these words together?
Oh, yes. Let's do it. I want to see how these words look in a real sentence.
Perfect. Let's move on and see how we can use these ideas to really shine in a conversation. Okay, John, you did so well with that big word, responsibilities. Now let's practice some sentences together. This is a great way to improve your workplace communication.
Oh, I like that. Like a team, we do it together.
Exactly. We call this shadowing. I will say a simple sentence about talking about your job in English, and you repeat it after me. We will go very slowly. Are you ready?
Yes, I am ready. My coffee is warm and my mind is open. Let's do it.
Perfect. Let's start with your job role. Repeat after me. I am a manager, and I am in charge of a small team.
I am a manager and I am in charge of a small team.
Wow, John, that was very clear. How did that feel?
It felt good. In charge of sounds much better than just saying I have a team. It sounds more professional.
It really does. Using professional vocabulary like in charge of shows you have responsibility. Let's try another one. This one is about your daily tasks. Repeat after me. My daily routine starts with checking my emails.
My daily routine starts with checking my emails.
Aha, perfect. Now try to say it a little bit faster, like we are having a real chat. My daily routine starts with checking my emails.
Hey, I sound like a real office worker now.
You are a real office worker, John. You just need the words to match your skills. Now, let's talk about your company. This is important for interview preparation. Repeat after me. I work in the technology industry, and my company is growing fast.
I work in the technology industry and my company is growing fast.
Very good. Let's look at that word industry. It's a great word for talking about your job in English. It explains the world you work in, like the food industry or the travel industry.
I see. So if I work in a hospital, I say the healthcare industry.
Exactly. You've got it. Now try a sentence about your career achievements. These are the good things you have done at work. Repeat after me. I am proud of my career achievements this year.
I am proud of my career achievements this year.
That word achievements is a bit tricky, isn't it?
Yes, achievements. It feels like my mouth is full of marbles.
Let's try it again, slowly. Achievements.
Achievements.
Much better. Now the whole sentence. I am proud of my career achievements this year.
I am proud of my career achievements this year. Wow, that makes me feel very confident.
I'm so glad. Confidence is the key to workplace communication. Now, let's talk about your job responsibilities again.
This is a very common phrase. Repeat after me. I handle many different tasks every day.
I handle many different tasks every day.
Great! The word handle is a very natural way to say you do something or manage something. It sounds very professional.
Oh, I like that. I handle the phone calls. I handle the meetings.
Yes, exactly. You're a natural. Now, let's try one more for interview preparation. This is for when someone asks what you are good at. Repeat after me. I am a good communicator and I enjoy working with others.
I am a good communicator and I enjoy working with others. Emily, is it okay to say others or should I say other people?
Both are fine, John, but working with others sounds very natural in a professional setting. Let's try it one more time. I am a good communicator and I enjoy working with others.
I am a good communicator and I enjoy working with others.
Wow, John, your flow is getting so much better. I can hear the confidence in your voice.
Thank you, Emily. Your help makes it feel less scary. But what about the hard parts? The problems at work.
That is a great question. We call those challenges. Let's practice a sentence for that. Repeat after me. I stay calm when I face a challenge at work.
I stay calm when I face a challenge at work.
Excellent. Face a challenge is a wonderful piece of professional vocabulary. It means you meet a problem and you deal with it.
I see. So when the printer breaks, I face a challenge.
Exactly. And you stay calm. Let's try that one again. I stay calm when I face a challenge at work.
I stay calm when I face a challenge at work.
Perfect. Now let's try a sentence about your skills. Skills are the things you are good at doing. Repeat after me. I have strong organizational skills.
I have strong organizational skills.
Let's break that long word down. Organizational.
Organizational. That is a very long word, Emily.
It is, but it's a very good one for your resume. It means you are tidy and you plan things well. Try the whole sentence again.
I have strong organizational skills.
Perfect. You are doing so well, John. We have practiced talking about your job responsibilities, your routine, and your career achievements.
I feel much better now. Talking about your job in English is not as scary as I thought.
I'm so happy to hear that. Practice makes everything easier. Let's do one last one before we take a little break. This is a very common sentence used in workplace communication. Repeat after me. I look forward to learning new things in my role.
I look forward to learning new things in my role.
Role just means job, right? Exactly. It's just another piece of professional vocabulary to make your English sound more varied.
Wow, I have learned so many new words today. I feel like I could walk into an office right now and start talking.
Well, maybe finish your coffee first, but you're doing amazingly. You should be very proud of yourself, John.
Thank you, Emily. I am. This shadowing is very helpful. It helps me hear the sounds and the rhythm of the language.
I agree. Rhythm is so important. If you can speak with a good rhythm, people will understand you much more easily, even if you make a small mistake.
Right, rhythm, like a song.
Exactly like a song. Now, everyone listening at home, I hope you were repeating these sentences with John. It's the best way to get comfortable.
Yes, please practice with me. It makes me feel less alone.
You're never alone here, John. We are all learning together. Why don't we take a deep breath? We have covered a lot of ground today.
That feels good. So what is next? We have the words, but how do we put them into a real conversation without sounding like a robot?
That is exactly what we are going to talk about next.
We'll look at how to connect these sentences to make you sound natural and friendly during your next meeting or interview.
You did such a great job with those sentences, John. I can hear you becoming more confident already.
Thank you, Emily. I feel a bit better, but workplace communication still feels like a big mountain to climb sometimes.
It is just a series of small steps. Now, let's try something fun. I want to ask our listeners a question of the day. It is a great way to practice talking about your job in English.
Oh, a question. I love questions. What is the question for today?
Here it is. What is your favorite part of your job?
That is a good one. It makes me think about my career achievements. Even the small ones make me feel good.
Exactly. Let's give our friends at home 5 simple ways to answer that. John, do you want to start?
Sure. Number 1, I enjoy helping my team solve problems.
Perfect. That shows you are a team player. Number 2, I love learning new things every day in my industry.
Ah, that is good for interview preparation too. Okay, number 3, my favorite part is talking to our customers and helping them.
I love that. It is so human. Number 4, I feel very proud when I finish a big project on time.
Wow, I say that one often. And number 5, I like working in a creative environment with my colleagues.
Beautiful. Now, to everyone listening, we want to hear from you. Think about your own answer. What makes you smile at work? Your job responsibilities can be very rewarding.
Yes, please think about it. It helps you practice your professional vocabulary and feel more sure of yourself.
Right. But you know, John, work isn't always easy. Sometimes there are problems we have to face.
Oh, you're right. I often worry about the hard parts or the challenges.
Don't worry. We will talk about how to describe those difficult moments next. We have reached the end of our talk today, John.
Already? Time went fast while talking about your job in English.
It does. Remember, describing your job responsibilities does not have to be scary.
Right. It is just about using the right professional vocabulary and being patient.
Exactly. Whether it's for interview preparation or daily workplace communication, you are doing great.
Thank you, Emily. I feel much calmer now. I can talk about my tasks easily.
I'm glad. To our listeners, please take a deep breath. You are doing a big career achievement.
Yes, be proud of your progress today. Every word matters for your future.
Gently, we hope this helps you feel safe. Take it one slow step at a time.
See you next time. Goodbye.
Goodbye.
Congratulations on making it all the way through the lesson with Emily and John. If you found this video helpful, don't forget to hit the subscribe button right in the center of your screen so you never miss our next lesson. You can also check out more videos right over here on the left or right side. We've picked them just for you. Thanks for watching, and we'll see you in the next video.
Wait, how do I say there's a big mistake in a meeting without sounding rude?
That's a tough one. Many people just stay quiet because they feel nervous.
Ah, exactly. I just don't have the right words when things go wrong.
Well, today we're mastering problems and solutions at business meeting conversations.
Oh, wow. So I can finally explain business challenges clearly and professionally?
Exactly. Hi, everyone. I'm Emily.
And I'm John. Let's make professional communication feel safe and easy together.
So, John, before our break, you were saying how hard it is to speak up when something is wrong in a meeting.
Yes, Emily, it is so scary. I always think if I say there is a problem, my boss will be angry, or maybe my friends at work will think I am complaining too much.
I understand that feeling. It is a very common fear. But remember, problems and solutions at business meeting conversations are part of every job. No business is perfect.
That is true. Even the biggest companies have issues every day. But how do I start? I do not want to sound like I am attacking someone.
Exactly. That is the first step of professional communication. Instead of saying, you made a mistake, we use we and focus on the situation. For example, you can say, I've noticed a small issue with our schedule.
Ah, so I'm not saying you are late, I'm saying the schedule has an issue.
Right. It makes it feel like everyone is on the same team. It's not about blame, it's about problem solving together.
I like that. I have noticed an issue. It sounds very calm.
It really does. And when we talk about business challenges, it helps to be very clear. Do not be vague. If the problem is money, say it's about the budget. If it's about time, say it's about the deadline.
Let me try. If we don't have enough people for a project, I could say, we are facing some business challenges with our team size.
Perfect! That sounds very professional. It shows you understand that workplace discussions are about finding a way forward, not just complaining.
Okay, so I explained the problem. Now everyone is looking at me. Now what? I feel like I need to have an answer immediately.
Well, you don't always need the perfect answer right away, but suggesting practical solutions is a great way to show you're a leader. You can use phrases like, what if we try, or one solution could be.
Oh, I see. So I state the problem and then I immediately offer a suggestion.
Yes, it changes the energy in the room. People stop worrying about the problem and start thinking about the fix.
Wow, that really changes how I think about meetings. I used to think a meeting was just for reporting, but it's really a place for problem solving.
Exactly, John. Let's practice a little more. Imagine I'm your manager. I tell you the project is over budget.
Okay. Emily, I see the budget is high. To solve this business challenge, maybe we can look for a cheaper supplier.
That was excellent. You stayed calm, you identified the issue, and you offered a practical solution.
Really? It felt a bit simple.
Simple is good. In workplace discussions, clear and simple words are always better than long, confusing ones. Everyone understands you, and there's no confusion.
That makes me feel much more confident. I think I was trying to use too many big words before.
Many people do that when they're nervous, but professional communication is actually about being easy to understand.
I see. So what if someone disagrees with my solution? That happens a lot in my office.
Oh, that's a great question. When that happens, just stay calm. You can say, I understand your point. What do you suggest? It keeps the conversation friendly.
Right, so it's not a fight, it's a discussion about problems and solutions at business meeting conversations.
Exactly. It's all about the goal of the company. If everyone is focused on the solution, the small disagreements don't matter as much.
I feel much better now. I feel like I have a toolkit. I have phrases for the problem, phrases for the solution, and a way to stay calm.
I'm so happy to hear that, John. You're really getting better at this.
Thanks, Emily. I think I might actually look forward to my meeting tomorrow now.
How that's the spirit. Just remember to breathe and take your time.
I will. But wait, what if the problem is really, really big, like a huge disaster?
That is a bit different, isn't it? When the challenge is huge, the way we communicate needs to change just a little bit more to keep everyone focused.
Really? How so?
Well, we should definitely talk about that next. It's all about how we organize our thoughts before we speak.
Oh, I definitely need to know that. I want to be ready for anything.
You will be. Let's look at how to structure a professional suggestion so it sounds even more convincing.
I'm ready. Let's keep going.
So, John, I was thinking about the words we used earlier. You know, when we talk about problems and solutions at business meeting conversations, some words can feel a bit, well, heavy. Do you know what I mean?
Oh, I definitely know what you mean, Emily. Sometimes at work, people use these big words, and I just nod my head, but inside I'm thinking, wait, what does that really mean?
I understand. It's like a secret language sometimes, but it doesn't have to be. Let's look at a few of those words we mentioned. It might help you feel more relaxed the next time you are in a meeting. For example, we talked about business challenges.
Right, business challenges. When I hear that, I think of something very big and very difficult, like a mountain I have to climb. Is that what it means?
That is a good way to see it, John. Yes, a challenge is like a mountain. In a meeting, when we say business challenges, we are really just talking about problems. But problem sounds a bit negative, doesn't it?
Aha. So if I say we have a problem, it sounds like something is broken. But if I say we have a business challenge, it sounds like something we can try to fix?
Exactly, you got it. It's about the feeling of the word. A challenge is something you can overcome. It's a part of problem solving. It makes the situation feel like a task for the whole team, not just a mistake someone made. Does that make sense?
Yes, it does. It feels more positive. But Emily, what about the word practical? You said we need practical solutions. I know what a solution is, it's the answer, but practical?
Oh, that is such a great question. Imagine you have a leak in your house. A solution might be to build a whole new house, but is that practical?
No, that's way too much work and too much money.
Exactly. So a practical solution is an answer that is easy to do, doesn't cost too much, and fixes the problem quickly. In workplace discussions, we want solutions that actually work in real life, not just ideas that sound good in a book.
I see. So instead of saying, let's hire 20 new people, which is impossible, I could suggest a practical solution like, let's change the schedule so we have more time.
Wow, John, that is a perfect example. You're already getting better at this. That's exactly what we mean. It's about being realistic.
Okay, so we have challenges and practical solutions, but what about professional communication? That sounds very formal, like I have to wear a suit just to talk.
You don't need a suit to speak well, John. Professional communication just means talking in a way that is respectful and clear. It means you're not shouting and you're not being rude, but you're also not being too shy.
So if I see a mistake, instead of saying, hey, you did this wrong, which is not very nice, I should use professional communication?
Precisely. In professional communication, you might say, I noticed a small error here. Can we look at it together? See? You're still talking about the problem, but you're doing it in a way that keeps everyone calm. It's a key part of problems and solutions at business meeting conversations.
Ah, I like that. It's like being a bridge between people instead of a wall.
What a beautiful way to put it, John. A bridge, not a wall. I'm going to remember that. When we have workplace discussions, we want to build those bridges.
Wait, is that the last one? Workplace discussions? That just means talking at work, right?
Yes, exactly. But it sounds more official than just chatting. When you're in a meeting, you're having a workplace discussion. It's the time when everyone shares their ideas to find those practical solutions we talked about.
So if I'm in a meeting and I say, I would like to start a discussion about our current challenges, I sound very professional.
Yes, exactly. You sound confident and ready to work. It shows you care about the team. How do you feel about these words now, John? Still a bit like a mountain?
Maybe a smaller mountain, a hill. I feel like I have the right tools to start climbing now. Problem solving doesn't feel so scary when I have the right words to use.
I'm so glad to hear that. That's the whole point of our talk today. We want you to feel safe when you speak up. These words are just tools to help you be heard.
I think I understand now. It's not about being the smartest person in the room. It's about being clear and helpful.
Exactly, John. It's about the connection. When you use professional communication, you are showing respect to your coworkers. And when you look for practical solutions, you are showing that you want the business to succeed.
Right. And business challenges are just things we solve together. It's not just my problem, it's our challenge.
Exactly. You're doing so well. I hope everyone listening feels a bit more comfortable with these words now, too. They're just words, and once you know them, you can use them to make your work life much easier.
I hope so. I'm going to try using practical solution in my next meeting. I think my boss will be very surprised.
I bet they will be very impressed. Why don't you, our listeners, try to think of one business challenge you had this week, just one, and then think of one practical solution you found. It doesn't have to be big. Even a small one counts.
That's a great idea, Emily. It helps to practice thinking this way.
Yes. Practice makes everything feel more natural. And speaking of practice, I think it's time we look at how these words actually sound in a real conversation.
Oh, are we going to hear a real meeting?
Well, we're going to try a little role play. We can show how to use all these words we just talked about in a real situation.
Oh, that sounds perfect. I need to see how a bridge builder actually talks in a meeting.
Then let's get ready. We'll look at a situation where something goes wrong and we have to find a way out together.
I'm ready, Emily. Let's do it.
Before we move on, though, just remember, your voice matters in these workplace discussions. Don't be afraid to use these new tools. Now, let's see how a real problem-solving session looks.
So, John, I was thinking about how we can make these words feel more like a part of you. It is one thing to know what they mean, but it is another thing to say them during problems and solutions at business meeting conversations without your heart beating like a drum.
Oh, you are so right, Emily. My heart usually goes boom, boom, boom as soon as I think about saying something is wrong.
I understand. So let's practice together. I will say a simple sentence and you repeat it after me. We will take it very slow. Ready?
Okay, I'm ready. Let's do it.
Great. Imagine we are in a room with 5 people. You see a small mistake in the schedule. Take a breath. Now say this. We have a small problem with the timeline.
We have a small problem with the timeline.
Aha! That was very good. But let's try to make it sound even more natural. Try to say small problem, like it's just a tiny thing, not a disaster. Let's try again.
We have a small problem with the timeline.
Wow, much better. How did that feel?
It felt okay, not as scary as I thought.
Exactly. Now, let's look at the next step. When we talk about problems and solutions at business meetings, we often use the word challenge. It sounds more professional than just saying bad thing. Say this. This project is a big challenge for us.
This project is a big challenge for us.
Perfect. Now, let's add a reaction. I will say something and you respond. John, can we finish the report by Friday?
That is a challenge because we need more data. That is a challenge because we need more data.
I love that you added. It makes you sound like you're really thinking.
I am really thinking. I'm thinking about how much I want a coffee right now.
Me too. But let's stay focused for a few more minutes. You are doing so well. Now, let's practice problem solving. This is where you become the hero of the meeting. Say this. I suggest we look for a practical solution.
I suggest we look for a practical solution.
Good. Now try to say it a bit faster, like you are confident. I suggest we look for a practical solution.
I suggest we look for a practical solution.
Oh, that sounded very professional, John. I really felt like you had the answer.
Really? I felt a little bit like a boss when I said that.
You should. That's the goal of professional communication. You want people to trust you. Now, let's try a sentence about business challenges. Sometimes things are difficult for the whole company. Say this: we need to discuss the current business challenges.
We need to discuss the current business challenges.
Right, and remember to pause. Pausing gives people time to listen. Let's try, we need to discuss the current business challenges.
We need to discuss the current business challenges.
I like that. It sounds serious but calm. Now, let's talk about workplace discussions. Sometimes you just want to talk about how things are going. Say this: can we have a quick discussion about the new plan?
Can we have a quick discussion about the new plan?
Excellent. John, imagine you are in a meeting and everyone is talking at once. You want to suggest something. You can say, I have a practical solution for this situation.
I have a practical solution for this situation.
Yes, you sounded so sure of yourself.
I'm starting to feel more comfortable. It's like these words are becoming tools in my toolbox.
That's a beautiful way to put it. They are tools, and the more you use them, the easier they feel in your hand. Let's try one more for professional communication. This one is for when you want to be helpful. Say, I would like to help find a solution to this issue.
I would like to help find a solution to this issue.
Very nice. I like how you used the word issue. It's a very common word in problems and solutions at business meetings.
Yes, issue. It feels smoother than saying problem every time.
Exactly. It shows you have a good vocabulary. Now, let's try a longer one. This is for participating confidently. I agree that we have a challenge, but I have a plan.
I agree that we have a challenge, but I have a plan.
Wow, you sound like the CEO now.
I wish, but it feels good to say it. My heart is not beating so fast now.
I'm so happy to hear that. That's the power of practice. You're turning business challenges into simple conversations.
Thank you, Emily. This shadowing is really helping. I feel like I'm not just learning words, but I'm learning how to be me in English.
That's the most important part, John. Being yourself. Being professional doesn't mean being a robot. It just means being clear and helpful.
Right. Clear and helpful. I can do that.
I know you can. Let's try one last practice sentence. This is about workplace discussions. Let's talk about the next steps for this project.
Let's talk about the next steps for this project.
Perfect. You are ready for any meeting now.
Well, maybe not any meeting, but I feel much better about the next one.
And that's all we need, one step at a time.
You're right. One step at a time.
Now, I think we both deserve that coffee we were talking about.
Oh, definitely. My brain needs a little break.
Before we go, I want everyone listening to try this too. Try saying these sentences out loud while you walk or while you make your tea. It really helps.
Yes, don't be afraid to sound a little silly at first. I did.
You didn't sound silly, John. You sounded like you were growing. And speaking of growing, there's one more thing we need to talk about before we finish our session on problems and solutions at business meetings.
Oh, what is that?
Well, we talked about how to say things, but what about how to listen?
I see. Listening is just as important as speaking, especially when things are difficult.
Exactly. So let's move on and talk about how to really understand what others are saying during these tough moments.
You did such a great job with those practice sentences, John. I could really hear the confidence in your voice.
Thank you, Emily. Honestly, I feel much more relaxed now. It's not so scary when we talk it through together like this.
Exactly. Practice makes everything feel more natural and safe. And that brings us to a very special part of our show today.
Oh, I know what this is. Is it time for the question of the day?
Yes, it is. We want to hear from you, our lovely listeners. Today's question is all about problems and solutions at business meeting conversations.
I'm ready. I love hearing what our listeners think. What should they share with us today?
Our question is, what is a common problem you see at your workplace, and what is one simple way you like to solve it?
That is a very good question, Emily. It makes me think about my own office. Let's give our friends some ideas for their answers so they can practice their workplace discussions.
Great idea. Here are 5 simple ways you could answer.
Example 1. One problem is having too many long meetings. My solution is to suggest a 15-minute limit for each topic.
Aha, that is very smart. Example 2, a big challenge is when we have too much work at once. I suggest talking to my team to share the tasks.
Example 3. Sometimes the office is too noisy. My solution is to ask for a quiet space when I need to focus.
Very practical. Example 4, a common issue is when instructions are not clear. I suggest using professional communication to ask for a clear list of steps.
And example 5. We often lose focus in meetings. My solution is to have a clear plan or an agenda before we start.
Wow, those are excellent, John. You see, problem solving is really about these small, practical solutions.
Exactly, Emily. It's not about being perfect. It's just about trying.
Now it's your turn, listeners. Please share your answer with us. Hearing about your business challenges helps everyone in our community.
Yes, tell us your stories. We learn so much from you.
I agree. And before we move on, I want you to take a deep breath. You are doing great.
I feel good. What are we talking about next?
Well, we have one last thing to help you feel even more confident in your next meeting.
Well, John, we have reached the end of our time together today. It went by so fast.
Oh, it really did. I truly enjoyed learning how to handle problems and solutions at business meeting conversations.
Me too. It is very important to remember that speaking up about business challenges is not about complaining.
Right. It is actually about helping the entire team find practical solutions together. It feels much better when I have the right words for workplace discussions.
Exactly. Using professional communication helps everyone feel more comfortable and safe.
I feel much more relaxed now. Thank you for walking through this with me, Emily.
Of course, John. To everyone listening, thank you for being here with us. You are doing a great job.
Yes, take it slow, and remember that you can do this. Goodbye, everyone.
Goodbye, everyone.
Congratulations on making it all the way through the lesson with Emily and John. If you found this video helpful, don't forget to hit the subscribe button right in the center of your screen so you never miss our next lesson. You can also check out more videos right over here on the left or right side. We've picked them just for you. Thanks for watching, and we'll see you in the next video.
Wait, so saying I am good at stuff is actually a bad sign?
Exactly, John.
Using simple words without a plan is one of those big job interview English mistakes that stops people from getting hired.
Wow, I see. I really want to learn how to speak confidently in an interview.
We have got you covered today. Hi, everyone. I'm Emily.
And I'm John. Welcome to our cozy chat here at Fluent English Daily. Let us make you shine.
So, John, I was thinking about what we said earlier. You know how people say, I am good at stuff.
Right. It sounds so funny now, but I used to say things like that all the time. I thought simple was safe.
It is safe, but in a job interview, we need a little more flavor. One of the biggest job interview English mistakes is being too short with your answers.
I see. So if the boss asks, can you work in a team, and I just say yes, that is a mistake?
Exactly. It feels like you are not interested. You want to show professional English communication at work. You need to tell a small story.
Aha. So instead of just yes, I should say something like, yes, I like working with people. In my last job, we helped each other every day. Is that better?
Wow, John. Yes, that is much better. It shows you know how to use your words to build a bridge.
Smiles. That feels good to hear. But Emily, I sometimes get so nervous. My tongue feels heavy. I worry about my English pronunciation for job seekers. I think people won't understand my accent.
Oh, I understand that feeling. But listen, John, a secret. Clear is better than perfect. You don't need a movie star accent. You just need to speak slowly.
Really? Just slowly?
Yes. Thankfully, when we are nervous, we run. We speak so fast that words crash into each other. If you slow down, your brain has time to find the next word.
That makes sense. Hesitant. But what if I forget a word? That is my biggest fear. I'm sitting there, the manager is looking at me, and boom, my mind is empty.
It happens to everyone, even to me. When your mind goes empty, don't say, That is one of those common interview errors for English learners.
Oh no, I do that a lot. Let me see.
Gently, instead of try a power pause. Just stop, breathe, or use a phrase like, That is a great question. Let me think for a second.
That is a great question. Nods. I like that. It sounds so professional. It gives me 3 or 4 seconds to breathe.
Exactly. It shows you're calm. That is how to speak confidently in an interview. It's not about knowing every word in the dictionary. It's about how you handle the words you do know.
I see. So it's about the feeling I give the other person. If I am calm, they feel calm.
Right. Enthusiastic. You've got it. And remember, they want to hire a person, not a robot. They want to see your personality.
Well, I have a lot of personality, but sometimes it gets lost in translation. I worry I sound too casual, like, hey, what's up, boss?
Oh, maybe not what's up on the first day. That is another part of professional English communication at work. Finding the middle ground. Not too cold, but not too coffee shop either.
Right. So no bro or dude in the interview?
Definitely no dude. Use their names. Thank you, Mr. Smith, or thank you, Sarah. It shows respect and high-level workplace English fluency tips.
I'm starting to feel more relaxed about this. It's really about small changes, isn't it? It's not about being a genius.
Not at all. It's about avoiding those simple job interview English mistakes that make you look less ready than you really are. You're a great worker, John. You just need your English to show that.
Wow, thanks, Emily. That is very reassuring. I used to think I had to use big, difficult words like nevertheless or consequently.
Oh no, gently, please don't. In a real office, people don't really talk like a textbook. If you use big words incorrectly, it's one of the most common interview errors for English learners. It feels a bit fake.
Haha, I see. So I finished the project is better than I successfully implemented the finalization of the project.
Oh my goodness, yes. The first one is clear. The second one makes my head hurt. Keep it simple, keep it active. Use words like I lead, I helped, I organized. These are strong verbs.
I organized. I like that. It sounds strong but simple. I can remember that.
You're doing great. Another thing to watch out for is I don't know.
Wait, I can't say I don't know? What if I really don't know the answer to a question about a software or a rule?
You can say it, but don't just stop there. That's the mistake. If you say, I don't know, and then stay silent, the energy dies.
So what should I do instead?
Try saying, I haven't used that specific tool yet, but I am very fast at learning new things. For example, I learned our last system in just 2 days.
Aha! So I turn a no into a yes about my personality.
Exactly. That is how to speak confidently in an interview. You show them your solution, not just your problem.
This is so helpful. I feel like I'm learning the secret code of interviews. Smiles. It's not just about English, it's about how English works in an office.
Precisely. It's about the culture of the language.
You know, Emily, I think my biggest problem is also listening. Sometimes the interviewer speaks so fast and I just nod my head like a toy. Yes, yes, haha, yes.
The smiling nod. We all do it when we're lost, but that can lead to big job interview mistakes. What if they asked you if you were okay with working weekends and you just said yes because you didn't understand?
Oh no. Surprised. I would be so sad on Saturday morning.
Right. So it is okay to ask them to repeat. You can say, could you say that again, please? I want to make sure I understand correctly.
Is that professional? I feel like it shows my English is bad.
Actually, it shows your English is good. It shows you care about the details. It's better to ask than to make a mistake later. That is a key part of professional English communication at work.
Wow, I never thought about it that way. Asking for help is a sign of strength.
In the workplace, yes, it shows you're a communicator.
I'm feeling much better. I think I need to practice these power pauses and the story answers.
We should definitely do that. It takes a little bit of time, but you'll get there. Gently, just remember to breathe. Your English is a tool, not a test.
A tool, not a test. I love that.
I'm glad. There are so many more little tricks we can talk about to help you avoid those common interview errors for English learners.
I want to hear all of them. I'm ready to take more notes. What about the way we end the interview? I always feel so awkward at the end. I just want to run out of the room.
Don't run yet. The end is just as important as the beginning. It's your last chance to show your English pronunciation for job seekers and your warmth.
Right, right. I usually just say bye and leave.
Gently, we can do better than bye. Let's talk about how to close the conversation with a smile and a strong final thought.
I'm listening. Tell me more about how to finish strong.
Well, before we get into the closing, we should look at some specific phrases that make you sound like a leader, even if you're just starting your career.
Right, it sounds so funny now, but I used to say things like that all the time. I thought simple was safe.
It is safe, but in a job interview, we need a little more flavor. One of the biggest job interview English mistakes is being too short with your answers.
I see. So if the boss asks, can you work in a team? And I just say, yes, I can. Is that the mistake?
Exactly, John. It is too short. It feels like you are hiding something. We want to use something called professional English communication at work.
Oh, that sounds very fancy. What does professional English communication really mean? Is it using big words like synergy or optimization?
No, not at all. That is a common misunderstanding. At the A2 or B1 level, professional communication just means being clear, polite, and giving enough detail. Instead of just yes, you can say, yes, I enjoy working with others because we can share ideas.
Aha, I see. So it is about adding a why or a how to my answer. That makes sense. It makes the conversation feel more like a real talk and less like a test.
Exactly, John. It helps the boss see who you really are. And that leads us to our next big idea, how to speak confidently in an interview.
Wow, Emily. Speaking confidently is so hard when my heart is beating like a drum. My hands get sweaty and I forget all my vocabulary.
We all feel that way, John. Even I do. But confidence in English doesn't mean speaking perfectly. It means speaking at a steady pace. One of the biggest job interview English mistakes people make is trying to speak too fast to sound fluent.
Wait, speaking fast is a mistake? I thought fast meant I was a pro.
No, no. If you speak too fast, you might trip over your words. Then you get more nervous. To show workplace English fluency tips, I always say, slow down. Give your brain time to find the next word. It makes you look calm and in control.
Wow, I never thought of it that way. Slow is smooth and smooth is fast. I like that. So if I slow down, I will sound more confident even if I make a small grammar mistake.
Right. Most bosses don't care about a small S at the end of a word. They care if they can understand your plan. This brings us to another important point, English pronunciation for job seekers.
Oh no, pronunciation. That is my biggest fear. I'm always worried my accent is too strong or that I'm saying the words sheet and sit wrong.
Everyone has an accent, John. An accent is just a sign that you know more than one language. It's a superpower. When we talk about English pronunciation for job seekers, we don't mean you have to sound like a movie star. We mean you should focus on the key sounds so the meaning is clear.
Key sounds. Can you give me an example?
Sure. For example, many learners struggle with the TH sound or word endings like ED. If you say, I work, instead of I worked, the boss might think you were talking about now instead of the past. That's one of those tiny job interview English mistakes that can cause confusion.
Oh, I see. So it's not about sounding British or American. It's just about being clear so the boss understands the timeline of my experience.
Exactly. It's about the message. If the message is clear, you're doing great. Now, let's look at some workplace English fluency tips to help you connect your ideas.
Yes, please. I often feel like my sentences are like little islands. I like teams. I work hard. I am punctual. How do I build bridges between these islands?
That's a great way to put it. To build those bridges, you can use simple connector words. Words like because, however, or for example.
Okay, let me try. Instead of I'm good at stuff, I could say I'm good at solving problems. For example, last month I helped a customer find a lost package. How was that?
Wow, John, that was perfect. By saying, for example, you showed the boss that you have real experience. That's how you avoid common interview errors for English learners. You move from simple facts to real stories.
I feel much better now. It's like I have a map for the conversation. I don't need 1,000 big words. I just need a few bridges and a slow speed.
Exactly. You are already using professional English communication at work right now. You're being clear and sharing your feelings.
Thanks, Emily. This is really helping my confidence. I used to think that job interview English mistakes were just about grammar, but it's really about how we connect with the person sitting across from us.
You hit the nail on the head, John. It's all about connection. Whether you're talking about your skills or your past jobs, you want the other person to feel like they can trust you.
Right. Trust is so important in a job. If I can explain things clearly, they'll trust me to do the work.
Exactly. And remember, everyone in that room wants you to do well. The boss wants to find a great worker. They're on your side.
I'll try to remember that next time I feel like my heart is drumming.
Good. So we've talked about being professional, speaking slowly for confidence, focusing on clear pronunciation, and using bridges for fluency. These are the tools that help you avoid those common job interview mistakes.
I feel like I'm getting a lot better at this. I'm actually getting excited for my next practice interview.
I'm so happy to hear that, John. And to all our listeners, we want to hear from you too. Have you ever used one of these bridges in a conversation? Or do you have a word that is hard for you to pronounce?
Yeah, leave us a comment or send us a message. We love hearing your stories. It makes this feel like a big family chat.
It really does. Don't go anywhere because in the next part, we're going to look at some specific questions bosses love to ask and how you can answer them without any stress.
Oh, I definitely need to hear that. I always get stuck on the tell me about yourself question. It feels like a trap.
It's not a trap, I promise. It's an opportunity. Let's talk about how to turn that question into your best moment.
Exactly, John. It is too short. It feels like you are closing the door before the conversation even starts. If we want to avoid those common job interview English mistakes, we need to keep the door open with more words.
I see. It's like a game of catch. If you do not throw the ball back, the game stops.
Wow, what a great way to put it. Exactly. So let us practice throwing the ball back today. We are going to do some shadowing practice. Are you ready, John?
I am ready. I have my coffee and I'm focused. What do I do?
It's simple. I will say a sentence slowly. I want you to listen to the rhythm and then repeat it back to me. This helps with English pronunciation for job seekers and builds that muscle memory.
Perfect. Let's try it. Okay, here's the first one. Listen closely.
I enjoy working with a team to solve problems.
I enjoy working with a team to solve problems.
Great! Now let us try to say it with a bit more energy. Remember, we want to show how to speak confidently in an interview. Try it again.
I enjoy working with a team to solve problems.
Perfect. I could feel the energy there. You see, when you say I enjoy, it sounds much better than just saying I can. It shows your personality.
It really does feel different. It feels more professional.
Exactly. That is professional English communication at work. Let us try another one. This one is about your experience. Listen, in my last job, I learned how to manage my time better.
In my last job, I learned how to manage my time better.
Very good. Let us pause for a second. Notice the word manage. Sometimes this is one of those common interview errors for English learners. They might say make time or do time, but manage is the professional word we want.
Ah, manage. I like that word. Manage my time. It sounds like I'm the boss of my clock.
Exactly. You are the boss of your time. Let us try the sentence one more time, focusing on that word. In my last job, I learned how to manage my time better.
In my last job, I learned how to manage my time better.
Beautiful. Now, John, let us try something a bit longer. This helps with workplace fluency tips. We are going to link the ideas together. Listen, I am looking for a role where I can use my skills to help the company grow.
I am looking for a role where I can use my skills to help the company grow.
Yes, you did it. How did that feel to say?
It felt a bit long, but I like the flow. It sounds like I have a plan. It makes me feel like I know what I want.
That's the secret to avoiding job interview English mistakes. It's not just about the words, it's about the feeling of the sentence. When you have a clear flow, the person listening feels safe and comfortable.
I see. It's like we're building a bridge between us and the person asking the questions.
Exactly. Let us try another one. This is a very common question. Why should we hire you? Here's a good response to practice. Listen, I'm a hard worker, and I'm always happy to learn new things.
I'm a hard worker, and I'm always happy to learn new things.
Nice. Now, try to say it a little bit faster, but keep it clear. This is great for English pronunciation for job seekers. Ready?
I'm a hard worker, and I'm always happy to learn new things. Hey, that was easier than I thought.
Haha, see? You're getting better already. You're learning how to speak confidently in an interview right now. Let's do another one about solving a problem. Listen, when there's a problem, I like to stay calm and find a solution.
When there's a problem, I like to stay calm and find a solution.
Oh, I love how you paused there. It made you sound very thoughtful. In a real interview, pausing for a second is not a mistake. It actually shows you're thinking.
Really? I always thought pausing was bad. I thought I had to speak fast, or they would think I didn't know English.
Oh no, that's one of the biggest common interview errors for English learners. Speaking too fast often leads to more mistakes. Taking a small breath is actually one of the best workplace fluency tips. It gives you time to choose the right words.
Wow, that makes me feel so much better. I can breathe.
Yes, please breathe. Let's try that sentence again with a nice, calm breath in the middle. When there's a problem, I like to stay calm and find a solution.
When there's a problem, I like to stay calm and find a solution.
Perfect. That sounded so natural. Now, let us practice a sentence for when you finish the interview. This is part of professional English communication at work. Listen, thank you for your time today. I look forward to hearing from you.
Thank you for your time today. I look forward to hearing from you.
Wonderful. That's the perfect way to end. It's polite and professional.
I look forward to. That's a nice phrase. It sounds very friendly, but still serious.
It is. It's a classic phrase. You know, John, many people make job interview English mistakes by being too casual at the end, like saying, see ya, or bye-bye.
Oh no, I've said bye-bye before. Is that really bad?
It's not the end of the world, but I look forward to hearing from you is much better for how to speak confidently in an interview.
I understand. I'm going to practice that one a lot. I look forward to hearing from you.
You are doing so well. Let's do one more practice round. This time, I will give you a sentence about your